so now I'm recording for you, and after the lecture I will upload it to YouTube, and then I can send you to the link to watch again. Just yes, just in case you cannot follow the online lectures. Okay, so now welcome back to my lectures, and here is where we stopped last time. And next table, okay, next table. Here, right? Here you finish? No, this one. Yeah, but I mean, you finish first two columns, right? I mean, do you finish Tony? It's just step two. What? Okay, so now I want to show you. So now, do you finish Tony? Okay, very good. So now we move on step. No, three we finish Tony. Good. No. Where we finish step two, we finish three, we finish. Now we move on to step four. Yeah, calculate Fi and big Fi. Okay, so now I will show you how. Step 4. Remember, now we move on step 4. How to calculate them. So very easy. Look at the screen. I will make it bigger. Okay, so here. Now guys, Dad and Johnny, look at the screen. It's quite easy. Okay, so here now we have to calculate Fi and big Fi. Is that right? Okay, so now I want to show you this column first. I mean Fi first. Very easy. So we just take the number from here and write here. From to write here. From here to write here. Okay? So we just we just take the total results, and they are frequencies in each class. So here's 2, and here's 3, and here's 3, and so on. So do it and show me the result. Do it. That today the mic and the webcam is much better. Huh? Okay, so do you finish? Okay, so tell me more. I mean here. Next one. 0. Next. 6. Yeah. 9. 5, 4, 2. Okay, so now I want to show you something. You have to write this formula on the book. Write down. N equal the sum of Fi. N equal sum of Fi. Write them down. That write down. Đạt viết cái công thức các bạn. Okay, so yes, very good. And very good, but what is n? The total number, very good, but what's the name for that? And what's the name for small n? Small n, not big N, small n. What do you think? Yeah, is say get what? Say again. Sample what? You miss one word. sample that. No. Sample, open the first lecture. So open the first one. What is n? What is n? Clearly correct. But no, it's not population size, because population size we denoted at exactly sample size. Yeah, it's not population size, sample size. Okay. So here, look at the screen. Take the sum. I mean, you add all of them. 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus blah 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 blah. What is n? Here. Exactly, very good. 34. Exactly here. Because we investigate the 34 plots. So we got that. Okay, very good. Now we finish this column. Now I want to show you how to calculate relative frequencies. So look at the screen and listen very carefully. Here, for the first class, hey, look at the screen. They call class. So class 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, do you understand? First class, second class, third class, and so on. Group, we can call this group. Okay, so for the first group, the big Fi, the relative frequency, equal to frequency. So you can take some note. The first relative frequency is equal to frequency. So we just 2 here. Do you understand? Yes, so for the first class, so big Fi equal Fi. So we just take 2 and put it there. Do you understand? Yes. Okay, so write them down. Write some notes. You can write some note down. Okay. But from the second one, remember the first one, the first group. So big Fi equal small fi. Okay? Okay. And from the second one, what do you think? So you can see it's 5. Exactly, it's 5. But how to calculate it? What do you guess? Can you guess? Exactly, exactly. So we just take this one. Look to the screen. Take the first relative frequency, the first relative, this one, plus this one, equal this one. Okay, so take this one plus the next frequency, equal the next relative frequency. Do you understand? So take some note and write them down. Write. And keep going and keep going so you can call all of them. Take 5 plus 3 and equal 8. And take 8 to 0, so it's 8. And take 8 to 6, so it's 14, and so on and so on. Okay? Do you understand? Yeah, so keep going and finish, do it for me. Very good. And now I want to show you the last number. The last number equal this one. Do you understand? Because both of them are the sum of fi. Both of them are the sum of fi. So the final frequency, the final relative frequency is equal to sample size. Okay, now I want you to write this formula for me. Write down. So it's exactly the way to calculate big Fi, I mean relative frequency. We take the previous relative frequency and plus frequency. So we got the result like that. Exactly, minus 1. I minus 1 plus Fi. Yes, very good. So that's the way to calculate. Look, Johnny, look at to the screen. If I is here, if we want to calculate this one, we have to calculate from this one, I minus 1. I mean one class before. Take this one and plot this one equal here. Okay. Exactly. I minus 1 exactly is 1 before. Okay. Okay, so now we move on to the final step. Draw a chart. Step 5. We have to draw a frequency chart. Johnny, do you use a computer or you use a mobile phone? Because you have to use one program in the computer. Where's the laptop? Really? Okay. But okay, yeah, okay, so I mean I will teach you and I record it, and then you, when you have the laptop, you can practice again. Do you understand? Yeah, okay. So now that, and Julie, draw the chart for me. Very easy. Now, yes, we create two axes. Look, we call xi like that, and fi. We only draw the four small fi frequency and xi. Okay. So you draw two axes. Okay, high up. But how to put these numbers and what are they? What are they? What do you think? 3, 4, 5, 6 on x-axis. What are they? What do you think? Where to get it? Where to get them? Exactly. We get them from the first column here. Look at to the screen. It's called xi here. The xi, and we got them. We got this one. Okay, from 3 to 11, and put them here, and put to the xy. Here is 3 minimum, and here's the maximum 11. And then we divide into how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards, something like that, very easy. And then we just put here 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and blah 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 blah. Okay, so draw it. You can draw it. Johnny. So don't worry about the laptop too much. Because if you can use the calculator, you can you can still get the full mark for exams. Do you understand? I mean, I want to show you use Minitab, one program, because it support your work and support your research later on. So if you have the calculator, you can calculate by hand and still get the good mark. I strongly recommend you to use the laptop. Okay, so hurry up. Fi, and we get the Fi from here. Look at the screen. We get the Fi from here. Okay, so do you understand? So we can get Fi values from this column and put them here. We got from 2 and blah blah blah. But look at to the screen. Look at to the screen. 0 is the minimum, and maximum is 9. Minimum is 0 and maximum is 9. So we just get about 10 and then create 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. I mean 10 is a little bit bigger than max. Okay, Fi max. And then you have to create the dot like that. Okay, so look at the screen. The first class here, class, the xi is 3, fi is 2. Okay, so we just here xi 3 pop 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 pop, and fi is 2. Okay, 2 is here pop pop pop. Okay, we dot one dot, we create one dot like that. And the next column, the next class, so xi is 4, here xi is 4, and fi is 3. So we create like that, like this. Xi is 4, so here, pop, 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 and fi is 3. 3 is in between 2 and 4, right? 3 is the middle of 2 and 4. So 3 is here, about here. So pop, 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 and then we got another dot. And so on, and so on, and so on. Do you understand? Yeah, and then you can create all of them. Create all of them. It's like the math at our school. And then we connect them by line. Pop, 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 like this. So it's called frequency. Here, write down. Write this one down. So frequency chart for number plots corresponding to number of trees per plot. Okay, so write them down. Okay, very good. And very good. And now it's called live chat. Can you see that? It's called live chat. I mean, in the computer, it's called line. There's a line. Okay. But another way to create that is called bar charts or column charts. It's like that. Look at the screen. We draw one bar here. Okay. And another bar here. Another bar is like that. So I mean just different style. We can create charts. So we can create different style like that. It's called bar chart. Okay. Do you understand? Yeah. And it's called bar charts. Here, bar chart. Yeah, like that. So it's up to you. You can use line charts or you can use bar chart to present frequency chart. It's okay. Both are okay. Okay? Okay, so now I want to show you how to use Minitab. Here, Minitab to do that. So Minitab. So in this I use Minitab to help you to do some analysis faster. Okay, so I want you to go to my website and download the link. No, maybe the link is dead. Exactly. Sorry. But how to transfer to you this one? Just wait for me. 1 second. Because I want to find the link for you to download that. Because my website, there's some problem with my website here. Okay, so that link. Okay, so you can. Okay, so I have to stop sharing. So go to the chat box, guys. Go to the chat box. When I can send it to you, Facebook or Zalo. So double click that, click on the link to that Facebook. What is Facebook Johnny? Yeah, is that you? Okay, so here's. I sent to Johnny already.
I got it now.
Okay, so click on that. You got it?
Yes.
You got it? Oh, yes. Okay, that. How about you? That. Yes, and click on that and download it. And tell me when you finish. Finish? That. No. That over. Do you finish downloading? Oh, yeah. Okay. This one is very heavy. It's not heavy. It's okay. It's light, and that's why I want to use it for this course, because it's not. Why? Because the internet now is not very good. Oh, really? Ah, okay. Ah, really? Okay. Okay, so that you finish downloading? Finish? Ah, okay. So now I can start now. Okay, so wait for me. I want to share the screen. Okay, so Jody and Dax, look at to the screen. When you finish downloading, you got only one file like that, one set of file like this. Okay, that you have to unzip the file. That you have to unzip the file. I think it's a zip file. Why is mistake? Look at to the screen. When you go to, guys, I can teach you from the beginning. When you open the link, it will be like this, right? That and Jody, can you hear me? Yeah, and then you click on download. Click here. Okay, click that. And then you can continue to click here, downloads anyway. Click that. And just wait for some here. Look at to the screen, to my mouse, and it's downloading like that. Wait for some seconds. Pop, 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 pop. You have to wait. Okay, so like that. We have to wait. It's downloading. Okay, and here when it's finished, it's like that. Okay, got one file like this. It's zip file. It's ZAR file. It's a zip file like this. So you have to unzip it. So you right click, point to the file, and right click, and then choose extract here. Right click, and then you choose extract here. Okay, and you can got this set of file here. So just right click and to extract here. So it will open the file. So extract the file, and then you got the setup file like this. Okay. That all. So is that okay? Do you understand? Yes. So do you have the file now? Các em đã tải được về chưa? Có cái file cài này chưa? Giải nén ra được chưa? Thế em thử tải lại cho thầy xem nào. Click vào cái đường link thầy gửi ấy, nó có ra như thế này không? Đấy thì click vào download là nó sẽ tải về tí. Em thử dùng trình duyệt web khác xem. Em có thể dùng cốc, em có thể dùng Chrome, tức là dùng một cái khác ấy. Rồi sau copy cái đường link ấy vào, xong rồi là tải về nhanh này. I want you to download the file and you can use different web browsers to download the file. Sau đó thì em phải giải nén ra. You have to unzip the file. Hurry up. Is that okay? That is downloading or okay? Because it's saved in Drive. I mean Google Drive, so you can download it very fast. Hurry up. How many megabyte? Được mấy cái mê rồi em? Tải nó tải được mấy mê rồi? Đạt. Nó tải được mấy mê rồi? Không báo. 80. Mạng của nhà Đạt thế nào tậm tịt thế nhỉ? Tại chơi điện tử nhiều là xem linh tinh nhiều nên là mạng nó chậm. Điện tử nhiều. Được bao nhiêu mê rồi? Nhanh lên, càng nhanh càng tốt. So Johnny, you have to download it when you have the internet and the laptop, okay? And then do like that, so you unzip it. Do you know how to unzip the file? Yeah. Yes, and then follow the lecture notes and you can install it. So we are waiting for that. You finish? Okay, very good. So that's how many megabytes you got? Đạt ơi, được bao nhiêu mê rồi cháu? Giải nén ra chưa? Vào trong cái file nhìn lên trên như màn hình thấy, vào chỗ download này nó sẽ có một cái file Windows mini tab như thế này, mini tab như thế. Sau đấy nó báo thế nào mà không được ở em? Nó báo cái gì? Nó báo là okay. So I can support you later, but now you have right. Tức là bây giờ thầy sẽ tức là Đạt với Johnny sẽ xem ở trên đấy, xong rồi về nhà làm lại, hoặc là tí nữa hết giờ thì thầy sẽ hỗ trợ thêm nhé. Thì thầy sẽ dùng các phần mềm là UltraView gì đấy để hỗ trợ. Xong. Okay, Johnny, now I want to show you how to install Minitab. Yeah, so write down setup Minitab or how to install. Okay. Yes, install Minitab 20. Very easy. Install tức là cài đặt Minitab 20. Okay, so double click on this file. Yes, double click on this file. Yeah. And choose yes if the Windows system is Windows 10. So it often asks you something, so just click on yes. No, like that. Just in. Yeah, exactly. And then we choose next. to next. And then you have to tick here, you have to tick to the box, I accept the terms in the license agreement. Accept. Tick, yes, you have to agree. Tick here. And choose next. Exactly. And choose next. I accept, and then choose next. And then next. Yes, and next, and then finish. It's very easy. Next. And then, exactly. And then install. That, you got that? Đạt có hiểu đạt dễ đúng không? Cái phần mềm next đấy. Xong click vào install. Yeah. So and wait for seconds. Yes, just wait, and it will copy, the program will copy some file from the setup file to the computer. Look, copy new files from the setup file to the computer for you to use. And Johnny is the license. This one is license. And finish. I can share this license with you. Okay, so when you finish, here, look at the screen. You got one icon like that. Look. Yes. Here, the licenses. The icon is Minitab Statistical Software. Okay. And if you want to use that, so double click on that to open it. Double click. So double click on that. Open like that. Click on OK. So something is asking you OK, or you can cancel. Especially this one. It's want you to update, but no, you can cancel. Yes, or close it. Says not that time. Okay, what's wrong? Okay, so you can cancel and close some window like that. So again, double click on this icon and then Minitab. If they ask you something, just close it. Okay, or cancel it. Okay, so here's the Minitab interface. So it's quite similar to Excel spreadsheets, but it's much stronger. And that's why I want to teach you using this program. Very, very similar to Excel spreadsheets, but it's much stronger. I mean the statistical tools. Many. Okay. And now I want to show you how to input the data here. Here, go back to the here. And we have to input the data, the number of trees per plot. So here, the first, look at the screen, the first row is where we put the column names. Okay, type the column names here, the number of trees per plot, and you can make the column bigger. So point to the boundary, point to here, and press and hold the left mouse and move. So it will make the column bigger or smaller, like Excel spreadsheet. Very easy. And then you have to type number here. You have to input number 31077. So you have to, where's Minitab here? 3 enter, and 10 enter, 7 enter, 7 enter, and so on. Do you understand? Yeah, and all of them. So you have to input all of them to here. Okay? Đạt hiểu không cho? Dễ. Tức là cho đặt tên cho cái cột này, xong đấy cho nhập cái số như Excel. Phần mềm này nó dễ cái là nó như Excel. Okay, the next step here is where you can input the data. Next step, how to save this file to the computer. How to save it. Do you understand? Tức là nhớ cái file này vào trong máy. So save the file. I can help you. I mean, here, save the file to the computer. So how to save it? Save the file to the computer. Okay, so how to save it? Very easy. Look, click on this button. Yeah, so it's called Save Project. Click on here. Save Project. Or you can click on File and choose Save Project. Same. I mean, both ways are okay. But faster way, so click on this button. Click on this one. And then you have to choose where to save it. So I choose E drive, and I choose this one, and I choose where? This one, open it, this one, this one, this one, and save to here. And you have to name it here. You have to put the name like data of number trees, for example. Or it's up to you. So just the name of the file, so you can name it and save, and click on save. Okay, so you can got that. But now I can open another. Wait for me. I can open to here. No. Where's my data? No. Actually, where I want to look to here. The data. It's like this. But I deleted it. Okay, so here's the number I got already. Okay, all of them. Now I want to teach you how to make the frequency. Yes, frequency table. How to make the frequency table. Write down. So that and Johnny, I mean, in previous lectures I show you how to use hands. Use handy calculator, use pen and book to make the frequency table. It's called manual way. But now I want to show you how to use the computer to do it. Here. To do this one. So we don't need to use the hand because it takes time. But now you can use Minitab to do that. So write down. Go to start and choose table and choose 20 individual variables. Write down. Start and then tables. Start. Yes, totally individual variables. So go to start and go to tables and go to totally individual tables. Variables. So write them down. Okay, finish? That finish. Okay, so click on that. Okay, and then one box, one window will appear like this. Okay, and I want you to click on this one. Click, choose this box first. Variables. Click on that. So you can see the typing modes like that. Okay. Click. Tức là các em phải click vào cái box này trước. Yes, and then you point to the variables. Want to move to here, so point to this one and double click. So you can see it will move this variable from here to this box here. Double click, point to the variables and double click. Tức là các em chỉ vào cái điền đấy xong rồi kích đúp nó sẽ ra như thế. So point to the variable names here and double click so you can see. Okay. Yes, and then you tick one more box here. Make sure that the count box, checking box, stick. You have to choose this one, count, and you have to choose cumulative count. Count means frequency. Yes, count means frequency. In many programs, in SPS, in Stata, in SAS, and so on. So count means frequency. Count, they count something. And then you choose cumulative count. It is relative frequency. Yes, cumulative count means relative frequency. Exactly. It means relative frequency. So you have to choose two, count and cumulative count. Yeah, cumulative count. No, ignore that. Because they just ignore that. So we don't choose it. If you want, you can choose that because they will calculate, but in percent unit. But we don't use percent. So, and finally we hit OK. Click on OK. Yes, and then you got the results like that. Here.
Okay.
So exactly where the table here, but they don't I mean the program did not display 6 class 6 because frequency is 0. So in the program they ignore 6. Look, 3, 4, 5, but ignore 6. Other class 6 is same like that. Very fast, so we need to use to calculate. Okay, and Johnny and that look at the screen. Here, this area is results window. It's called result window, and this area is called data window. Okay, here is data area. Here, data area, and here this result area. Okay. Okay, and now I want to show you how to create frequency right now. How to create this one. Yes, table. No, chat. How to frequency chat, not the table. Table we finished, but now I want to make the chat. Yes, how to make the frequency chat. Yes. Sẽ dạy cái cách tạo cái biểu đồ. Okay, so we go to graph and then choose bar chart. Yes, write down, go to graph, then bar chart and choose bar chart. Let's go to graph and then choose bar chart. And click on that. And then, no, wait. The first box, bars present. So you choose the first one, counts of unique venues. Okay, look. Click on this button. We have 3 choices. Huh? So choose the first choice for me. Counts of unique venues. Exactly. Counts of unique venues. So write down. Counts of unique venues. We choose the first. Okay, choose the first one. Okay, very good. And then you choose simple here. We have 3 different types of charts. So simple. Choose simple here. Simple. And then okay. Choose simple and then okay. Click OK. And then you click on this box. One hint for you, one note for you for this program. Before doing, anything in this box, in this dialog, you have to click here. Click this box first. Because sometimes if you don't click on this box, you can't see the variable names. No, you don't understand, but forget it. But click on this box for me. Okay. Johnny, click on this box. Okay, that. Yeah. Exactly. Categorical variables. Click here. And then choose the variable. Double click. Point to variable names you want to create the chart. And double click like that. So this name, this variable will be moved from this box to this box. Okay. And then OK. And then it's OK. Yes, so you can see the chart like that. You can move. Look at to the screen. You can make this area smaller by point to this line, to this boundary, and press the mouse and hold the left mouse and move down. So make the data area smaller and make the result area bigger for you to see, right? And here we got the chart like that. And you can make the chart smaller or bigger, so by point to this boundary, this corner, and press and hold the left and move like that, so it's smaller. Okay? Here, bigger. Okay. And now I want to show you some other skill, how to use Minitab. So here, look at to navigator. Look at to navigator. So you can see the results are classified, are divided into different points, different parts. The first one is table. So click on that so you can see the table. And if you want to see the chart, so click on chart, you can see the chart. Yes, so it's a way to manage the results. Minitab manage the results and divides into different parts. If you want to see the table, you click on here. And if you want to see the chart, you click on here. Có hiểu không? Tức là nó chia ra thành các cái kết quả khác nhau, mục khác nhau. Mình kích. Okay, so now cái này sao đặt? Đúng rồi đấy, giỏi, gần gần giống như thế. Nhưng mà tại sao thầy dạy cái phần mềm này là bởi vì cái phần mềm nó rất nhẹ và nó rất giống Excel, nên là thầy không muốn dạy SPS vì SPS rất nặng. Nó khá là nặng hơn so với phần mềm này, nhưng mà thầy thì thầy khuyên là nên học cái phần mềm này. Tất nhiên là cái nào nó có ưu nhược điểm của nó, nhưng mà cái phần mềm này thì nó nhẹ hơn rất là nhiều, dễ dùng hơn, nhẹ, trực quan hơn. Còn SPS cũng hay, phần mềm cũng hay, tốt. Okay, now I want to show you some other skill. Write down. Copy results and paste to Word or Excel or PowerPoint. Copy the results and paste to Word or Excel or PowerPoint. I'm wrong, right? PowerPoint, yes. Copy the results and paste to Word or Excel or PowerPoint. So write down. So now I want to show you how to copy and paste to Word, to Microsoft Word, to Excel or to our PowerPoint to write a report, to help you to write a report or to present our result and so on. So after got the result like that, you have to copy it. Very easy. Just point to the table, especially point to this bar, the gray bar. Look at to the screen and right click and choose copy. Yes, just copy and paste, very easy. I mean in right click, point to that and right click and choose copy, and then open Word and Excel and paste. Very easy, copy and paste. So copy it, right click and then choose copy, and then you open Word and like that, Microsoft Word, and paste. Right click and choose paste. Where's the paste? Yeah. You can choose paste here. Paste. So click paste or right click and choose paste. But I choose paste here, so it's easier for you to see. Paste here. Click on paste. So here you can see the results are pasted in Word. So you can change everything. Okay? You can change the column line, and you can change the column and make that bigger and so on and so on. I don't care because it's in Word, so you can present the results. Okay? Or you can open Excel spreadsheet and paste the results. What's wrong? My Excel spreadsheet is not working now. Okay, so ignore that. So you can paste to PowerPoint. Even to PowerPoint you can paste it like that. Okay, and just similar to Excel spreadsheet. So in Excel you can paste, it's okay, but I don't know how to, because the Excel in my computer is broken now. It doesn't work, but I will check that later. Let me try it again. Yeah, it's working now. So you can paste here. everything will be fixed here. So you can change, you can copy, you can change, I don't know. Okay, and now I want to show you how to copy the chart. So I want to show you how to copy the chart. So you open the chart first, and very easy. You just point to the chart, and then right click and choose copy graph. Right now, right clicks to the chart, right clicks to the chart, and then you choose copy graph. Johnny, are you okay? Okay, so right click and then choose copy graph. Yes, copy graph, and then you can paste to Word, to Excel, very easy. Paste here. Yeah, so you can see the graph is pasted here. Or you can paste to the Excel spreadsheet. You can paste here. It's okay, it's a picture, it's a photo. Or you can paste to PowerPoint, so you can paste here. Okay, just to present the results. Do you understand that? Okay, so now, so that's the way we can copy and paste the results to Excel spreadsheets, to Microsoft Word, or to PowerPoint to present the results. Okay? And now I want to show you one more skill. How to change the chart right now. So I want to show you how to change. How to change the chart. So now I want to show you how to change the chart. Right now. How to change the chart. Okay, so here the way to do that. I mean, how to change, because sometimes I want to change the title, or I want to change the color, the bar color, or I want to change the white label, or I want to change the X labels, like that. So how to do it? Very easy. So double click on the chart right now. Double click that. Write something down. Double click on the chart. Double click on that. Double click on the chart, and then one window will be opened like that. Chart, edit chart. So you can change everything you want. For example, if you want to change the color bar, so point to what you want to change. For example, if you want to change the bar colors, so point to bar, any bar, and double click. Remember, if you want to change, what do you want to change? So point to what you want to change. Okay? Tức là chỉ vào cái vật nào mình muốn thay đổi. Okay, so point to that and double click. And then you can choose here. So different tab. If you want to change color, so click on the custom. Choose attribute, for example, choose attribute here and choose custom, and then you can choose the color in background color, or you can choose the pattern like that, or you can choose the color, background color, like I choose to green, and then OK, and then OK, OK here, OK and OK. Yeah, so the color is changed from red, from blue to green, to green. And if I want to change this title, so double click first. And if I want to change the chart name, here the chart name, so point to that and double click, and you can change the chart name here. So lazy, you can change lazy cat, for example. Okay, and then okay. So you can see the title is changed. Okay, Johnny and can you understand? Yes, so double click and then double click, and we want to change, so change everything. Okay, okay, and okay, and then you can copy it and paste to Excel. Okay, something like that. Okay, so now you can have the break for 10 minutes. So come back to the class at 3:20. Okay. Okay. So yes, see you. Okay. So we can go back. Can you hear me, guys? Yeah, come back here, and then we can continue to study. Okay, so now we go back to my lectures and we move on here. Copy it. So write them down. 1.4, we continue with 1.4 frequency distribution. But now we move on to the point B. So for continuous variables. And write them down for me. Just 5 steps, 1 blah blah blah, and so on. So just copy it, and then I will help you to understand these steps. So there are 5 steps, also 5 steps, but it's a little bit more difficult. Five times 5 logarithms times logarithms base 10. Yes, base 10 of n. And then k is k. K equals x max minus x mean over, yes, x max minus x mean over m. and then you can write some explanation for the formulas. N is sample size, M is number of classes, and X max and X means are maximum and minimum values in the data set. And K is class width. And you have to note one note: we often decrease M and increase K. We often decrease M. We often decrease M and increase K. For example, if M is 5.2, so we got M is 5. And even if M equal 5.7, we only take 5. So take the integers. Write down and tell me when you finish. Write down and tell me when you finish.
Yes, I finished this one.
Okay. How about that? That finish? Wait, not yet? That ơi. Almost finished. Okay, so hurry up. Very good, keep trying. Yeah, okay. So guys, look at to the screen and I can explain to you something. And don't worry, I will show you how to calculate it. But the first step, we have to calculate number of classes. So it's M, and M is here. Okay? And K is blah 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 like that. Very easy. But only one thing I have to note to you is M, like that. So they said decrease M. We often decrease M. So something like if we calculate if the result is 5.2, so we just take 5. Okay, so decrease it and take the integers, tức là làm giảm nó và thì mình chỉ lấy phần nguyên thôi. Or even if m equal 5.7, we only take m is 5. Okay, take the integers and ignore decimals. Do you understand? And if for example, another example, if m we calculate equal like 10.9, so what do you think? 10, exactly. Take 10. Okay, very good. So remember that, and you have to understand that note. Okay, now we move to next step. So write down for me. These steps are very similar to discrete variables. These steps are very similar. These steps are same. So create a table, blah 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 blah. Huh? What? Step 2, exactly. Now we move on step 2. Step 2, create a table and blah blah blah. And then step 3, totally. And step 4, calculating. Step 5, create a chart. And so on. And then copy all of them for me, write all of them down, including the sample and questions. Finish? Okay. Very good. And now I want you to keep going and I will explain to you later. Now, keep going. Example. Right from here. And then you have to copy the data like that. Example, there are 32 trees which are investigated, and results are as follows, and you have to write them down. So the diameter and blah blah blah, and write 6.1, 7.2, 10, 11.5, and so on. Eleven point three. No, sorry. Number 20, 21. Which number? 20. 2. Yes. 11.2. If you can't see some numbers clearly, so ask me. Yeah. Yeah. Have you finished? Okay, very good. So now we move on solution like that. But firstly, don't write. Look at to the screen and I can explain to you. Now we go to the example, so it's easier to understand. So they investigate 32 trees. So remember, they investigate 32 trees. Wait. Okay. So like that. Okay. So go back. Okay, here. Okay, here. Look at the screen. So now I can explain to you to understand the data for 6.1 and blah blah blah. So firstly, they set up one plot like that. Okay. And then they go to the first tree. Here the tree. Okay. Go to the first tree and measure the diameter here. And the first tree is 6.1. They write it down. And then they go to the second tree like that. And then they measure diameter at breast height. dBs mean diameter at breast height. Do you know that? So dBh is diameter at breast height. Yeah, and then they got 7.2 and so on and so on and so on. Do you understand the way they record the data? Okay. They asked me the question. They asked us question. Where's a frequency, the diameter frequency distribution? Okay. Now we follow some step here. Step 1, step 2, and blah blah blah. Now write down. We answer. Step 1. Write down. Step 1. Calculate number of classes and class width. We calculate. Okay, so we calculate. But firstly, do you finish? Step 1. Calculate the number of classes and class width. Do you finish? Okay, now calculate M first for me, but firstly I want to ask you, what is N? What do you think? N equals number of tree. Yes, easy. How many trees they investigate? 32. Yes, so N is 32. Okay, here, because they said there are 32 trees which are investigated. Okay, so N is 32. Very good. Now we substitute to this formula. N equals, write down, M equals 5 times logarithms base 10 of 32 equals, so open the calculators and calculate it for me. 5 times logarithm base 10 of 32 equals equals, so calculate it. You can use Excel spreadsheets, you can use calculators, you can use handy calculators. I mean, all of them are okay, so you can use different ways. Do you finish? And take only one decimal for me. Và chỉ lấy một số sau phẩy hoặc hai số cũng được. Or two decimals are okay. One or two decimals are okay. So 5 times logarithm 10 base 10 of 32. What do you mean? Okay. And can you open the phone? No, because he's using for Zoom, right? Okay, so you can't. Do you have the handy calculator? Okay, so here's a calculator. So here you just type 5 times where's the logarithm? Wait for me. In the calculator you have to choose scientific. Click on here and choose scientific. And then you have logarithm. Sorry, I'm not very good at calculator. Why so? No, sorry. So you have to use like that. Logarithm 32 is that? No, it's wrong, huh? I don't know how to use this calculator. I can use no, I hate that. You can use Excel. Here, type in Excel, it's better. Equals 5 times logarithm base 10 like that. And open 32. Yeah. Equal 5 times logarithm base 10, open bracket, 32 and close it. Okay. Write down. 32. Yes, and enter. Here. So 7.5. Okay, so here's the result for that 7.5. Okay, so you got that? Okay, so 7.5, so we take m equals 7. Very good, very good. We only take 7, we only take integers. Okay, so we take m equals 7, write down. And next we calculate k for me. K equals blah 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 blah. But you have to know x max equals what? What do you think? The biggest number from the data set. Look at the data set. Here, look at to these numbers and this number. So what is the biggest one? 30.5. That is 5. Yes. It's 5. It's 5. Sorry, because it's not clear. It's 5. Yes, 13.5. That you understand? Okay, so 13.5 here. 13.5. And what is x mean? Smallest number. 6.1 exactly. So you can see all of them is greater than 6.1. So 6.1 is smallest numbers. Exactly 6.1. Tức là số lớn nhất, số nhỏ nhất đấy các bạn. Dễ không? Okay, and then we substitute them to here. So equals k equals x mark. X mark is 13.5 minus x mean is 6.1 here, and e over m is here, m is 7 equals, tell me. So you can use Excel spreadsheets or you can use calculator. It's up to you. What? 12.6? 12.62. Is that right? Let I check it. No, I'm not sure. I think it's not right. It's wrong. No, it's wrong. Yes, because 13.5 minus 6.1 is very small. So equal over 30.5 minus 6.1 over 7. Exactly, very good. Yeah, try again. I give you some time. Very good that, so it's right answer. 1.06, I think. Exactly. So we take 1.1. Remember, 1.1. Yes, because it's 1.06. So we increase the first numbers. Increase it. Yes, 1.1. And remember, we only take one decimal. Tức là chỉ lấy một số phẩy. So k equals 1.1. Okay, do you understand? So now we finish step 1. Now we move on step 2 and blah blah blah. But today we stop here. Okay, we just stop here. And next week, okay, sorry, guys, wait for me. That give me your Zalo number.
Yeah.
09 0947. Ok. 112 hả cháu? 442. Ok. Okay, chờ thầy tí. And guys, so okay, to save your time, guys, can you hear me clearly? Johnny, okay, next week you will be off. Next week, no class for next week. Okay? Remember, no class for next week because next week I'm busy on Tuesday, so I can't. I mean the whole week, so I can't give lectures for you. Okay? So next week no class for next week. Okay? See you on the week after next week. Okay? Okay. So thank you very much and see you. Yeah. I will put in let no 20. Exactly 20. Okay. Exactly 10. 5. Exactly. And see you on 12. Okay. Bye. See you. Yeah. See you. Yeah. Thank you very much. See you.